Alrighty, let's keep that CGC train rolling. Got one little baby box and a second little baby box. Let's cut them open and see what we got inside, shall we? Alright, let's talk about something real quick. So, two things I want to talk about before we get started in this video. One, thank you for clicking on the video. I really appreciate it. And two, we are coming up on 4,000 subscribers and my 2-year anniversary of doing this crazy thing called filming myself and putting it on YouTube. What an amazing journey it's been so far. I'm excited to continue down this path that whatever this is, we're going to keep going down it. But yeah, guys, I just want to give you a shout out there. Like, coming up on the 2-year anniversary video, it's going to be insane. Probably do a live stream. Get a bunch of people invited if they want to show up, and just kind of have some fun with it. So it'll be a great time. I'm excited to hang out with you guys, so it's going to be fun. But coming up on the 2-year anniversary and almost a 4,000 subscriber push, so getting there before the 2 years, that'd be insane. But if it could, great. If not, no worries. I do always enjoy these smaller boxes. Normally they're a little easier to handle. The boxes are really good to reuse, and sometimes there's some bigger books inside because I don't always remember what we get back. So in this one, we're going to have, looks like 1, 2, 3, 5 books. Alright, 5 books, solid submission here. Alright, so 5 book submission here. Let's see what we did. Oh yeah, these are going to be a little bit bigger books. A little bigger books. These are like a really hodgepodge. I think the biggest book in here is going to be, I think, a first Shuri. It needed a press. Let's see how we did, shall we? So the first book up is going to be, looks like Amazing Spider-Man #1. That classic John Romita cover. This is one that needed a press. It had like the creases here. I think it got crunched. I got it for like a great deal back in the day. And I wasn't sure about value, but I thought like, alright, let's see if this like big crease can never got pressed out, because I saved it because I'm like, oh, get this pressed, and then like 4 years later, never did till now. So interesting to see what we get on this one. And we got a 9-4. If there's any grade notes, they're gonna be right here. And looks like I knew this. So this is a thicker book, this Amazing Spider-Man #1, and it's one of the things where like I wasn't sure how much of this indentation, which you can still see right there. But it was just a really, really heavy indent right there on the spine, which is a very hard area to press out. And so a 9-4 is accurate for what's happening there. So we will see what to do with this book. Next book up, I think, is going to be, like I said, that was just kind of like, all right, let's see how the... I was just curious. I've never had a big, thick book with so much of a dent on there. I wasn't sure I was going to press out. Next book we're going to have up is going to be the... Oh, here it is! Going to make or break the submission. This looks perfect. Look beautiful copy, by the way. Shout out to John Byrne fan for this one. Look, he said it looked perfect. He said it looked beautiful. Like I said, it did look really nice. Had some like waviness to it. I'm like, let's see after a press how it turned out. This one we hit a. Hey, let's go. Oh, phenomenal. Now, I had one of these about 4 or 5 months ago. No, longer than that. Probably like 6 months ago. I did sell. And this is one where I'm happy to have this one. I'm probably kind of hold on to this one for a little bit. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows the Shuri character? Everyone's talking about Tosin. Everyone's forgotten about Shuri. Next up, I do believe it's going to be Shuri's second appearance. Black Panther #4. Don't break anything. Ugh. Alright, yep, this one, like I said, the first appearance got really expensive, so the second appearance kind of would hopefully follow suit. The second appearance, we hit a, like I said, just as nice condition as #2. This one, we hit a, oh, let's go, double, 998, went 2 for 2 on the 9/8 of the first, second appearance. That's awesome. Alright, that's the big deal. Those were the two I was most concerned with in this entire submission. The other one, just a couple modern stuff, I think, that wasn't anything crazy. Next up, we have, yeah, like this one. This is just Thor #6, 1 in 50 Delata, which at the time, I think when it came out, was like, it was like $100 book, the 1 in 50, and just like, obviously, just kind of like, nothing happened, so, but it was just a stunning Delata cover. This one needed a press. This one we hit a... Alright, hey, it worked, awesome. Yeah, it had a pretty couple bad creases here on the spine. Looks like they pressed out nicely. So, stunning Delata cover that will be for sale. Like I said, I submitted the Delata cover. I submitted the ASM 1, in essence, to like try to like recoup funds from the submission, so I could probably keep the Black Panther #2 and #4. Next up is a book that I picked up at Indiana Comic Con that I thought I overpaid for it at the time. And it was just a book I never owned. It's a DC book. Yes, I know. I'm on this weird DC train right now. But it's a pretty iconic DC book for a modern. iconic DC modern book. So in essence, like, I sent in 5 books for this one submission. Like, the 2 moderns, 2 ultra moderns, the one that like hopefully get 9/8 and sell. And maybe I keep these 3 and see what happens. But this is a really cool book that I never thought I'd run across. This is a stunning copy of Batman 608, the second printing. Just an iconic Jim Lee cover when it comes to Batman books. And I believe at the show, I was able to pick it up. I bundled this and a couple 4 other books together. This one did not, like, on the cusp, not a 9/8. Or I'm just like, probably not a 9/8, but like 9/4, 9/6, needed a press. But I got it for $125, which at the time, I'm just like, all right, even if it doesn't, it's still a good book. You don't really run across them as often as you think you would. So on this one, it's not going to be a 9/8, but no lower than a 9. Like, if I got a 9/2, it'd be like, ah. So I'm hoping for that 9/4 to 9/6 range on here. So this one we hit a... Oh, I thought this had 8 for a second. Got a 9/6. Now, this is a pretty iconic book that I'm excited got a 9/6. Got some stunning work on the front by Jim Lee. And, like, the back, very dark back. Got that Tom Brady very dark back on there. And just a stunning front cover. So, I'll add any comps to the 9/6 if there are any available. But just a book that I'm just, like, on the fence about. It's not a 9/8. It's a 9/6. I'll check the censor report, see how many are available. But it's still just an iconic book that I've always wanted to own. And like I said, guys, if you've run across them in shows, let me know, please. I go to a lot of shows, which is why the prices are what they are. All right, let's get into the big box. I legitimately don't know what this is, so let's find out what's inside of there. I'm all in now. I'm all in. I'm grinding all the time. It's crazy. Like, I'm doing this more than I was doing my previous job, and I love it. I love it, guys. I do appreciate everyone here. Oh, I didn't see a grade, but I saw yellow. Oh, I'm going to be nervous about this, guys. These are my signed books from New York Comic Con. And I am nervous. So I normally went against the grain on what I say here. 9 books, I believe, from New York Comic Con that I had signed by James IV. Since CGC was not present at New York Comic Con, there was a lot more affiliated people with CGC there than I thought there would be. I went there kind of thinking that I'm not really going to get anything signed, because I knew CGC wasn't going to be there. And I normally, when you use people that like, hey, we're an affiliate with CGC, a little bit more expensive when you use an affiliate with CGC, because like it's expensive already. You're like, the CGC Signature Series books are already expensive. They already charge you the handling fee. Then it takes time at the convention. And then there's obviously the artist or writer fee that's going to be more expensive because you are submitting it through CGC. And then on top of that, I think it was Slabbed Heroes. If I could find them, I'll post it here. That were the affiliate for the signing. And they were very nice, very nice. But it's one of the things where I'm just like, I think like an extra like $15 or like $15 or $20 like extra per book when you're using them to facilitate. And so I had more books, but then I didn't want to submit them. And I picked up some as a show. Then I'm just like, all right. And now one thing I made the mistake on is that I haven't used an affiliate at a convention because CGC is usually there. So I didn't get these pressed, which kind of goes against my grain when it comes to getting signature books that aren't like at CGC facilities where there's a lot of like maybe extra movement or extra transit. Like they were like dry, like anything could have happened. So I am literally terrified to see what these look like. Now, when I sent them, like I picked out the nicest ones I could, and we will see. There's some expensive. There could be some expensive ones in here. I had a couple of those frozen foils. Just an array of books. So it's one of those things where I'm just like, I'm a little nervous, but excited. Like I want to say they're all going to be high grade because I looked them all over, and if there is anything weird, we'll look at them together and see what happens. So let's get a couple books out of these bags real quick and see what happened and see how this experience went. So first up, let's go ahead and grab the back. This one looks like Summer Kill Shadow #1, a stunning Jay Lee cover, and this one we hit a 9/6. Oh, all right, hit a 9/6. All right, 9/6. Okay, I don't see anything on there, but we'll continue the path. All right, 9/6. Jay Lee first print. All right, next up we're going to have a copy of, okay, this is the Frizzen variant. This one we got a, oh no, a 9/0. Well, this is crazy. We got a 9-0. Oh, poop. Well, I can't find anything on. If there's any grade notes, I'll add them. We'll continue down this terrible trend right now. A 9-0. There's nothing glaring I could see. If there was, I would notice it. I'm pretty good at this. Oh, 9-6 and 9-0. All right, it's got to get better from here, right? Or it could get worse. Next up, we're gonna have a. Oh God! All right, this one was very expensive. This is the Sanctum. There's like the Comics and Oddities had two they had this all black and white one and then a foil. These are expensive. I bought them at New York Comic Con. This one, oh come on, I'm hoping for higher. This one we hit a 9. Oh, well that's bad. I can't find anything wrong. Normally I'm pretty quick. I'll normally see it right away, but I'm not seeing it. So a 9-0. All right, this is bad. This is not good. All right, next up we're gonna have a. I had two of these. Is this gonna be another 9-0? 9-4. I bought these right from the Comics and Oddities. I looked at them and I thought they were perfect. So 9-4. This is not great. So far a 9-6, 2 9-0s, and a 9-4. This is like my worst submission ever on some of the books I spent the most money on. So like this Comics Oddities, this book I paid I think $200 for this book at New York Comic Con, plus the CGC grading fees, plus the James IV fee, plus Slabbed Heroes fee, plus the shipping. So this is not well. This is not good. Next up. Oh my God. All right, so another Jay Lee, 9-4 at this point. 9-6. Okay. Boop. Oh no. Oh my heart. My heart is crushed with each and every grade I see. Like I said, nothing glaring. Moving on. And if there's notes, I'll show them. I hope there's notes of those 9-0s. I don't know. I mean, maybe they hate me now. Do you think they could hate me? Is that it? Do they hate Skeff now? Is that what happened? Did I make the CGC gods angry? What goat do I need to sacrifice to make this right? All right, next up is this super expensive book here. It's one of the ones that I bought at New York Comic Con. Like I said, I think it was like $200 plus that it cost me. It was just expensive. I know 9/8s in this book. I know this one are like $650. This one we got a. Oh. We can't catch a break. We can't catch a break. 9-6. I'm devastated. Devastated. I don't know what it was. I don't know what it is. I don't know what's happening. I am very surprised right now. Very surprised. Next up, we're going to have a copy of... This is the fourth printing. This is I think one of the lower valuable ones of the submission so far, because you had two of the first prints, the foils, and then that sketch one. This one we hit another 9-6. You know what I realized too? Like New York Comic Con was such a rush. It's a little pet peeve of mine. That's just me as like someone who doesn't get too many books signed and graded. I should have had him do red. Like he signed them all in black, and I was talking to him, and he signed them all in black, and I'm looking at him, just like, meh, I should have had him done like red. So mistake, guys. When you're getting stuff signed, request a marker that you want to get. If not, I think they always go with the black one. So this one, 9-6. Oh, guys, I have failed you. I have failed you. Oh, so bad. 2 books left. So much was spent on the grading and the signature. Edit, I think they were received back in November. This has been a major letdown. All right, next up, we're going to be... All right, this is the #1 third print. This one, we hit a... All right, got another 9-6. Dang. All right, this has been bad. Yeah, I know. I shouldn't be complaining, but I'm gonna complain. A little bit, just a little. I get a little bit. Next up, last one. 9-0. It's just another fourth print. It's nothing crazy. I think they're like $200 and a 9/8 unsigned. So, do we get 1 9/8 in this entire submission? No. No, we didn't get a single 9.8. I should have had him pressed. I don't know. I don't know what I could have done. I don't know what I could have done. I looked them all over real quick, and I can't see anything on there. There's also no graders notes. There's no graders notes on none of them. So there are 6 9.6s, a 9.4, and 2 9.0s. I'm gonna show off the 9.0s again. You tell me. I thought I got them eagle eyes. I thought I got them eagly eyes. And you let me know what you guys think. Like, there's the back. If you see something I missed, tell me. I looked at this. Like, a lot. I wouldn't have picked anything low grade to be sent in. So I'm not sure what happened. That's the 9.0 there. And I have no... normally I could see if it's pretty obvious. Like maybe a dent or a fold or a crease or a color-breaking spine tick. I'm just like... Maybe they were mad at me. Maybe I'm not sending in enough books. Maybe that's it. I don't know. But yeah, the 2 9.0s, just brutal. 9.4 on that a very expensive book is unfortunate as well. But yeah, guys, this actually, yeah, I mean the 9.0 and the 9.4 on the 2 Comics and Oddities book that I picked up at the show at New York Comic Con from the booth themselves. Like, that's just brutal. Because these were really expensive. Very expensive books. Like, really, really pricey stuff. So, I was very surprised that they came back as low as they did. I don't know if there's anything I missed. But yeah. So, I mean, I can call CGC. I won't do anything. I could, you know what I mean? It's one of the things where I'm like, it is what it is, and nothing I could probably do about that. I mean, I can call them at the 9.0s, but I mean, like, how is that going to work? Like, hey, I got a book back. I need you to look this up, this one book for me. I wish they could. I don't know if they have the time or I don't know. A little frustrated about 2 9.0s, 2 9.4s, all these 9.6s. I'm like, what did I do wrong? I don't think I did. This is the one time. This is the one time where I'm like, I think they made a mistake. I am normally not one to say that. But it's fascinating. I looked these all over. I wouldn't have got them signed and graded. You guys, you've seen this channel. If you've been here long enough, you know that I really try to take my time with these and look them all over. And if there's something glaring, maybe something have transit, I'll look for it. But they were just, it's one of the things where like I've never used a facilitator. I don't know if that had anything to do with it. It's just, yeah, this is frustrating, guys. But I guess, I mean, I can't believe I have to spend more money, but I got to do it again. Is that there's one kind of glimmer of hope that I got these back now. I don't know if that's just, I don't know what it is, but so I had some more books. So I don't know if you guys had a chance to go check out Whatnot yet, but go check out Whatnot. That's where I buy and sell a lot of things nowadays. And while on Whatnot, who was a sponsor, very cool stuff, I was able to snag my grail, one of my grails of a modern, it was actually one of the most sought after books I've had for Something for Children for quite some time. I snagged this off of there. Now it is heavily damaged. This I would totally believe be like an 8.5. This is a book that I will be sending in. Because like if you saw, CGC just announced that they're having a signing with Martin and Werther and James IV and like I think 2 other people, where you can like you couldn't beforehand get like Werther was a very difficult autograph to get. Martin was another very difficult autograph to get, and this is the one where I was gonna send this book in anyway. Like you said, look at the back of this thing. This I can totally see the damage on. This is one I'm gonna get signed just because I love this cover. Limited 500 copies, low print run, issue number 1, first printing. Like I love this. I think this one's stunning, and I want it graded. Like I want it signed in gold because gold will pop. I think the gold will pop beautifully on this one. Gold signed and then graded because I love the series, and I guess that's the opportunity where I can get Werther's signature on all of these. So I will be looking into that thoroughly of like, all right, realistically, I could probably go get Werther's signature on these. So, but the trick is I'd have to send them in. It just becomes a bigger expense where I'm just like, I'm just so disheartened by the grades. But that'll be for another video, whether I figure out whether I'm going to do that or not. Like I have some, other Something Children I want to send in, but these all, I thought a lot of these, I figured I'd get a couple 9.4, 9.6s, like 2 or 3. I didn't figure I didn't get a single 9.8. So, but it is what it is, and I'll probably give him a call, see if it does anything. It probably won't. But like I said, I've always wanted Werther's signature. He wasn't at New York Comic Con. And maybe this is like the universe telling me that, like, all right, Skeff, listen, you got shafted on these, but where they're assigning, send them in. I'm actually doing, like, I've enjoyed the CGC in-house signings. I've had great success with those. So, granted, they're going to have to charge me, I think, like $5 or $10, and, like, obviously you run the risk of them damaging your book when they're cracking it open. So, like, it's just a lot of risk, guys. When you get books graded, you're taking a risk. Things can happen. You never know what can happen. Basically, no, there's a risk to getting books graded. Basically, this is how this story goes. That is the moral of this story, that not everything's always a 9.8. And sometimes you got to live with what you get. But moving forward, though, oh man, I don't know if I'll use a facilitator again. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Probably has nothing to do with it. But it's just like my kind of like only thing that's been different when I've sent books off to get signed and graded. Now, granted, these I did not get pressed. I have no idea. But you bet I'll be picking out some of these to send into that Werther signing, and they'll be getting pressed. So we'll see. I'll factor in the cost and everything. But I was hoping for at least a couple 9.8s, especially of like that. Color splash one. What is it called? Yeah, the comics and oddities, the foil, the Frisons, and the color splash one. I was hoping one of those would be at least a 9.8 and use that to kind of make up some funds. But we'll see how it goes. That's it for this video, guys. Oh man, this is this was a very challenging video for me to stay positive. We're gonna stay positive. We will remain positive. But not a single 9.8. How dare they? But guys, I hope you have a most fantastic day. Thank you so much for checking out today's video. Like always, I appreciate it, guys. I'll see you very soon on the next one. That's it for this one, guys, though. I'm out.